Alrighty, this is the video that is giving you the peek into your future and the heads up about December 2019 and January 2020. Capricorn Ascendant, Capricorn Rising. This is your video, and I am G. This is all astrology. We do free subscriber readings. If you have not been here before, if you're new, comment your info down below. Comment. Do not leave an email. I only communicate through the comment bar. That's the only way I can do this and stay sane, people. Please try to understand. All right? Comment your birth info. We do free, legitimate readings for each subscriber. We give one quality, high quality reading for each subscriber. So leave the birth info down below and let's get on with the business of this reading. This is Capricorn Ascendant, Capricorn Rising. You have a video down below here. If you haven't seen it for November, you want to go ahead and take a look at that. It'll give you a better understanding of what's happening this entire month. Right now, today's date is November 12th, and I have been strongly guided to talk about the end of November, going into December, and then giving you that peek into the future of January. So what's important to understand? Well, first of all, make sure you watch that other video. And second of all, we're going to talk about the 24th of November. November 24th is a day when Venus and Jupiter are literally on top of each other holding hands. The day before, they were conjunct the galactic center. The galactic center is the source of this galaxy, the source of all creation for this galaxy. So we basically are in a place of receiving something beneficial, something wonderful, something that we will enjoy, something that is good for us and each of us in our individual lives. Capricorn Ascendants, this happens in your 12th house. Again, go down below, watch the video to find out more about that. This video is about the next day, which is Jupiter conjunct Venus in that same location, which is your 12th house. So yes, 12th house, spiritual gifts, right? That's the 12th house. The 12th house is also that which we are not aware of, that which is hidden from us, which for Capricorn Ascendant, that means Jupiter's there. That means there's probably a large quantity of things that could be hidden from you. There could be a vast awareness of what your life is like, not in the physical, tangible world. Having Venus a few days after going into Capricorn on the 26th of November. Okay, now I just spoke about the 24th of November when we have Venus and Jupiter conjunct in your 12th house. So that's spiritual gifts. Okay, but what you want to understand is because it's going to be in your 12th house, it makes, first of all, because it's Venus and Jupiter together, okay, because they're going to be together, Jupiter tends to exaggerate things. It tends to kind of blow things up. Okay, so Venus, whatever the good, beautiful things are that Venus brings, the peace, the harmony, the abundance, the nirvana, because it's in your 12th house, Jupiter comes in and then kind of expands it, all right? Makes it more out to what it might really be, makes it out to be something bigger than what you perceived, actually. It's an interesting thing. It's an interesting setup having that kind of energy in the 12th house. It's not typically ever going to be negative, but as having Jupiter there, what you would want to be aware of, because you have Sagittarius in your 12th, what you'd want to be aware of is it's a possibility of having, I hate to go negative in a reading, but one of the things you may have inklings of and sensations and permeations of is having a greater, there might be people who come out from behind the scenes in your life that may not be there for your highest and best. They may rub you the wrong way for a reason that you're not fully conscious of. There might be some past life / karmic crap that's there that exists. So at this time, the awareness coming about it, because there might be an appearance of more of that. So seemingly like in relating with people, but at the same time, Venus adds beauty and harmony to that. So this is a beautiful thing. But then Venus is going to go into tangible Capricorn on the 26th, okay, at the end of November. Venus goes there and she says, okay, I am now out of the 12th house, which is the non-material plane, okay? The 12th house, like I said, the spiritual realm. The 12th house is we are all one. The 12th house is the Christ consciousness. But then Venus moves into the tangible Capricorn. tangible Capricorn. It's about the physical world. Capricorn is about responsibilities. Capricorn is about time, right? The 12th house, there's no time there, but it's going into your first house, so it's about time. Now, this has got to be a reading I would figure that all Capricorn Ascendants, Capricorn Risings were itching to hear, because of the fact that you have been experiencing the eclipses for the past year. All the eclipses, they've been in the Cancer, the Cancer Capricorn thing, right? I am in the dropsies today. I apologize. Cancer and Capricorn thing. So you've been experiencing eclipses and change with yourself, and then change in your significant one-on-one relationships. Changes at home, what's happening at home in your one-on-one significant relationships. This could be marriage partners, okay? This could be issues with mom, okay? Because it's home. It has a lot to do with your childhood and things from the past and the childhood and belief systems around that. And it really is so much about those individuals in your life who connect and who support and who are part of your inner emotional security. Okay, this is your 7th house. Your first house is the physical, tangible Capricorn self. And so this has been going through changes as well. And come December 26, we have an eclipse here. It is at 4 degrees Capricorn. Okay, so if you have a chart of yours, and if you can look at it and find out if you have any planets there, or, depending upon what kind of a chart and what kind of an astrological system you use, you may have a significant point there. Not all astrology follows a whole house system. So like I'm looking at a chart right now, and this person has their ascendant at 505 Capricorn. So this eclipse would affect them more potently, and it would affect them more obviously and more quickly. They would be more aware of its effects sooner. What does this eclipse mean? Let's just get to the meat and potatoes of that finally. It is a South Node solar eclipse. South Node means I'm releasing something. I have to let something go. Okay? You have to do it. We all do. We all have Capricorn somewhere in our chart, but you have this in your first house. What is my first house about? My first house is me. Okay? You have Capricorn there. So it also relates to your job. It also relates to where you live, because it's my physical body. It's where my physical body goes, right? Everything that has to do with that. It's in Capricorn. Capricorn is our career. It is our highest goals and ambitions, our work. It has to do with government. It has to do with big business. It has to do with time. It's Saturn. So it's our responsibilities in the world. Now, change is going to happen there. All right. Matter of fact, this person I'm looking at, their moon is at 7 degrees in that location, in that house. So this will be an emotional thing for this individual as well. Now, this is not a specific sign reading. I just happen to have a certain chart up at this time, and it actually might not even be a person. It might just be a chart of the moment. Yeah, it is. It's a chart of the moment type of thing I'm looking at. So to get back to the overall general meaning, there's going to be changes in where, a lot of times if we change where we work, it changes where we live. Many times if we change where we live, it changes where we work. A lot of people, not everybody likes to commute an hour. Not everybody likes to commute 2 or 3 hours. A lot of people like to have a job that's close by home. So if we think through this logically, tangibly, rationally, like this is Capricorn, it's about the physical world. It's about what I can see in front of me, what I can write down on a calendar, right? That's Capricorn. It's planning, it's scheduling, and it's timing, definitely long term, but realize that it's timing in regards to having foresight and thinking about the long-term goals, thinking about my future, thinking and planning. This is Capricorn. But having it in your first house now, it's all about, what, work's involved, where you live is involved, your body, most definitely your physical, tangible body is involved. So if you have planets there, you could feel this physically. Capricorn represents the knees and the body. It also represents the entire structure of the body. I've never had knee issues before, and recently I would feel, actually I've been in this Capricorn mode this whole year. A lot of us are, because Saturn and Pluto are in Capricorn, but mine is squaring my house of health and a few other things in my chart. And so I've been having spinal issues. Okay, Capricorn represents structures. So that could be, what's the structures of the physical fleshy body? Our bones, our ligaments, our teeth, okay, our spine, right? So knees is also part of that for Capricorns. What I want you to understand at this time is this change is not specifically to that day, okay? It represents change over a period of 5 years, all right? And if you've been waiting for change, then this is a good thing. Now let's move on, okay? This is December 26th, all right? It's about letting go of the old and bringing in the new. Remember, that's what the eclipse signifies on December 26th. It is understanding you are starting a cycle, and that cycle lasts 5 years, and it's about releasing the past, letting go of what you did since you were a kid, and you realize now as an adult, this doesn't work for me anymore. Like, it's just not good for me anymore. I have to let that go. I have to just release that, okay? And that releasing will allow a new beginning, because that's what a solar eclipse represents, a new beginning. So this could be a new job. This could be a new location at a job, right? Like I had a job where I kept the same job, but we rebuilt in a different location. I had an eclipse right there. It was on my, anyway, had to do with my job, and it changed my location. The beauty is that once the location changed, we did more money. More money meant I got more money, right? So that's a good thing. So it's something new coming, okay? Now, a lot of times, like I said, when you change that job, you could change the location of where you live as well, all right? Okay, so now let's move on to the new year, 2020. Now, we have the conjunction occurring the 13th of January. It's at 23 degrees Capricorn. We will have Saturn and Pluto together there. All right. Saturn and Pluto have been in Capricorn for a while now. We've all been experiencing it. We have been seeing it on the global level. We've been seeing it happen to religions, right? We've been seeing it happen to brick and mortar businesses. We've been seeing it happening in government. There is this big, we don't know what the hell's going on. Shit's changing though, right? Because Pluto is about transforming, which means I go in, I dig deep, I take shit out by the root, I throw it out, and then I restructure. I work with Saturn and I rebuild. I say, hey, this is a period of reconstruction. And that's going to begin, the cycle of reconstruction. And this is in your first house. So it's assisting. You see the evolutionary path this is taking. Change is coming. Change is imminent. I want everybody to know something too, that in Capricorn, because Saturn is its ruler, when we build something in Capricorn, it stays. Okay? And so that's a good thing. This is something that is coming about. It's not going to be a fluke. It's not going to be about, oh shit, I don't know what to do. It's like, no, I have been thinking about this for many months, and it's time. It is time to let this part of my soul shine through and let all of me just be. Let me be what I came to be, damn it. Okay? And the universe's way of supporting that is all of this stuff I'm sharing with you right now. Okay? So this is a big time for Capricorns. It's a big time for all of us, but because this happens right on your ascendant, heads up, lots of changes in the next 5 years. Lots of changes. And I know you've already been experiencing them. I mean, it's funny. Well, it's not funny. It's kind of sad. All the charts we get, and so many of them are either Cancer or Capricorn, because Cancer is on the other end of Capricorn, and they've been receiving the eclipses. And eclipses mean change. And it's home and work. Cancer is at home. Capricorn is my job. Okay, so it's home and work changing. And well, these are our happy places, right? Like, things suck at work, things kind of suck at home. If things suck at home, then things suck at work. Like, they go hand in hand. So change has been coming through, and all you got to do is understand to embrace it. Don't resist the change, because this is a Pluto change. You don't resist the Pluto change. You understand it's coming whether I want to or not. I can fight that wave coming, which ultimately will lead to me being exhausted, worn out, and eventually drowning, or I can let that wave ride, and I can get up on my surfboard, my tangible, physical, material Capricorn thing, get up on that goddamn wave and ride that baby and see where it takes you. I'm out.